Yeah, where are all my people in the madhouse? I'll be a guide, climb aboard and sit your ass down. Don't worry, there's no need to fear when you hear. You know we're right here. We got the crew and we're ready for a game time. You're not ready to step inside a deranged mind. Yeah, this is what you came here for. We got machinima news and fuck yous. It's the goddamn ward.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wardcast. Every Monday we bring you the latest in video game news, talk about survival horror, machinima, and what's going on at the Ward. I'm one of your hosts, Shaun Clark, alongside Jazz Rich.
Yeah.
Alec Funnell.
I just found out. I'm dead.
You're getting better at that. And Sasha West.
Did you just call me West?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I've been called worse.
North.
Because what? It's fine. It happened before we started. It's an inside joke that apparently you don't even get either, but that's okay. That's fine. Welcome back.
I don't get it either.
God damn it. Because we were saying...
outside the jokes.
Oh.
Leave the
It's
jokes
fine.
to the pros.
Yeah, wow. God.
Podcast isn't supposed to be funny. Come on.
This is serious.
This has become a roast.
What do you mean become?
I like roast.
This is every week. Every
like
single
roast.
week.
Roast is
Welcome
good.
back, Sasha. Hello.
Yay.
Hi. Oh, man.
Jesus Christ. All right, before we get into the weeks, it's time for me to bitch about something. Yay! We need a theme
What's
song.
new?
Wow! Isn't that what podcasts are for? Complaining? I don't know.
Bitch, bitch,
I
bitch,
love
bitch.
you.
Claire.
Claire. Okay.
Okay, bitch away.
Wow! I'm gonna. So we're gonna take a minute to address how annoying and gross and selfish and just fucking insufferable human beings can be, and how these poor excuses for walking fucking trash cans can not only make their way to Twitch, but somehow be very successful and popular on that platform. And if you don't know what I'm talking about a Twitch streamer who goes by Invader V, and she's the worst kind of person, and I wish her nothing but misfortune and hardship for the rest of her shitty existence, because she's the fucking worst. Have you guys heard about this at all?
Is she your
No,
neighbor?
I'm curious now.
So she openly blasts her viewers for not spending money on her, for not subbing to her, and she kind of goes on a rant about this whole thing, like people aren't giving her enough money, basically. And so this is what she says. She says, "It doesn't really matter how much money you make or how much money you have, because I'm not asking for a large financial contribution. If it costs $20 to sub, $20 is quite a bit of money. $20, you can get a full meal, and the difference of $20 and eating a meal is in that $20. But a sub is $5. At a maximum, it's maybe $10. And it doesn't matter how broke you are. If you have time to watch Twitch, you have $10. If you don't have $10, you probably don't have time to be watching Twitch, because you should be working. You should be trying to earn money. It's not a ton of money. So being like, I'm broke and I can't afford to sub, that doesn't really track. What you mean to say is, I'm so irresponsible with my money that I can't support the entertainment that I enjoy. That's what that is."
Horrible.
Wow.
Wow.
Is that it?
Wow. Yes.
This is why I hate people who Twitch for
What do you
money.
mean, is that it?
Oh, that's so
I feel like-
mundane.
What?
I
Is
feel
that
like
every-
this
God.
I feel kind of
ESP gaming, anyone? Anyway.
Wow.
like I've never heard of her. If that tells her anything, how much clout she has or thinks she has. Half of my friends haven't even heard of her, and I'm like, I've got some friends going on like with like fellow animators, cartoonists, people who make a lot of really funny like Dark Souls parodies and such, like if you know Shazman. They're on Twitch all the time with a lot of their gaming streams, animations, and so on. I think I've only seen one or two people ever mention her. And I guess that's for good reason, based you've told me.
Yeah, I never knew who she was prior to this, and that's the downside to this whole thing is that people are talking about her, which kind of sucks because she's getting that attention. But I mean, apparently she has a big enough following that it's a career. Like she's living off of this. She's making enough money for this to be her job, and that shouldn't be the case because clearly she doesn't fucking deserve it. I also want to point out that to this girl, $20 is apparently a single meal. Like what? Wow. $20 per meal, huh? Must be nice.
You say entitled?
Right? But yeah, this is just, God, it's so gross and just messed up. People like this just think they're the most important thing in the universe and everything fucking revolves around them. They think that just everything should be given to them on a silver platter. And if you're not me, then fuck you. It's all about me, me, me. This kind of behavior is just like, it's so disgusting. And it seems to be popping up more and more like throughout the whole like Twitch kind of thing. Like people get this idea of celebrity, I guess, and it just goes to their heads. And I don't know, they fucking turn into egomaniacs or whatever. So instead
Probably
of
just a front, Sean.
Huh?
Probably just a front.
I don't give a shit what the fuck it is. Like it's garbage. Like
it's working for her though. You're now talking about it, so you're expanding that. You're helping her.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, they say
Hopefully
that all press is good press or whatever, but I wonder, like, how that's gonna pan out when clearly she's so desperate to get money and to get subs and stuff like that. She might get more attention because of this, but I feel like people are going to be a lot less likely to give her money at this point. So, I mean, it's, I guess, a trade-off.
The problem that I've noticed with my personal experiences dealing with narcissists or egomaniacs is just they're entirely unreasonable. And a lot of the time, they're not going to understand or see something for what it really is, be it about them or how the world actually works, until they get caught or shit starts crumbling down around them. And at that point, what would an apology be worth to those people that she's bashing for their financial situation or their own decision to do whatever they want with their hard-earned money? It's probably not going to mean jack shit.
And I just wonder, like, what does the future look like for people like this? When whatever Twitch dies or they lose their following or they have to move on and live in the real world. Like, are they even going to be able to survive? I mean, can they function in a real job? It's just
like they have to get a job and they become something like oh man. What's it called? I've heard this new Reddit category called NEET, like NEET. I don't know exactly what that is, but from what I've heard, it's basically people who severely struggle with anxiety to the point where they can't live like a normal functional adult. Like they can't even get jobs.
Well, I mean, if you have that much anxiety, I don't think you should really be a Twitch streamer anyway, because you're essentially performing or, you're in front of a bunch of eyes. So I don't see how that would really work out.
It just makes me think about it is all. Like,
what
are they going?
I was just laughing at that. It's just like neat.
Oh.
Neat.
What were you saying, Sasha?
Oh, I was just thinking about how, like, it's insane. Like, as it is, we're all dealing with this bullshit with COVID, and a lot of people, unfortunately, have been left jobless. I kind of don't really know what the impact in that is going to be. Like, when exactly I know they keep putting, like, deadlines on this thing. Like, they somehow magically know when all this shit's going to be resolved and when all these places and business. And I kind of feel it's not really smart to keep putting deadlines on it. Unless they come out with a miracle cure, like, I'm not going to take anybody's word for that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's close to ending, but yeah. Yeah, so instead of recognizing that we have this great opportunity to build an audience and make a living doing the things that we love via the internet, you're going to berate people for not following you and not supporting you to live this lavish dream job like situation that you have. Like, not a lot of people get to even work from home at all, let alone do something that they enjoy. You know, whether it's just, I think this girl does like let's plays and just chatting. So it's like she's just talking to people from home and playing video games, and people are throwing money at her enough to the point where she can live off that. That is a privilege. You're not owed that. That's just fucking unbelievable. But even more important than that, like, this happened last week. And like you were saying, like, with everything that's going on, like, is she not aware of the current pandemic and the fact that fucking, I think it's like 26 million people filed for unemployment in the last 5 weeks? Like, a lot of people are barely getting by at all or are jobless due to events that were outside of their hands. Like, who the fuck are you to shame them for not giving you your subs? Especially now when people are, you know, they're stuck at home. It's like, if I'm watching her video and I just lost my job because of the situation, and then she's like telling me like, fuck me, because I can't afford that, I'm not giving her a sub or giving her money. Like, what? They're probably watching your content to escape what's going on, and you're going to make them feel like shit like that? Like,
On top
what?
of that, it just kind of makes me not want to give her.
Yeah, what
Like,
did she...
if I were a watcher.
Yeah, what did she think this was going to gain her? Like, people would be like, oh yeah, I guess I am a piece of shit, I better go sub. What? That's not going to happen. What are you trying to get out of this? It makes no sense. All you're doing is just like shitting on people to make yourself feel better or whatever. I just don't see the benefit. It's just stupid.
Disgusting.
I'm hoping it fucking sabotages her career, because that's what she deserves. But then she puts up an apology video which
That's
she
funny.
did purely to avoid losing subs and to avoid losing money, because she was blown up on Twitter, and now she's being talked about for sub shaming her viewers on, you know, the news outlets or whatever. And she delivers this with the most uninterested, flat, monotone voice with a pissy look on her face, clearly reading from a script, like she doesn't care at all. And she just totally contradicts what she said before in that in that Twitch clip. And it's just like, it's all obvious lies to try and save face. Like, why even put a video out like that when you clearly don't care and you put zero effort into doing that at all? It just makes her look worse. But in the video she says, "You're here right now because you've seen a clip of me and you're very angry about what I said in that clip. What I said was tone deaf, insensitive, and stupid, and I recognize that. I recognize that there is no context that I can give that will excuse what I said, so I won't. I can only own what I said, and I will. The clip that you saw does not represent my true feelings. I've streamed for hundreds of hours, and I've said, support communities after you support yourself first. Subscribe if you have the disposable income to do so. But in that clip, I expressed opinions that I do not hold at all. I said things that I don't mean, and they were vile." Fucking bullshit. Clearly,
I'm like, well,
you meant every
okay.
fucking word you said. Like, the only reason you're doing this is because people blew up at you, because what you said was so fucking ridiculous and insulting, and just kind of showed what kind of a person that you are and what your expectations are. And the only reason you put this out is because you had to. I wonder, honestly, since she's partnered with Twitch, I wonder if they actually contacted her and they were like, you need to fucking say these things now or you're done. Because that's kind of what it felt like. It felt like she was put in a position where she had to say these things and she didn't want to. So she just did it to get it like out of the way.
Yeah, so like she's only sorry because she got caught.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you could tell, like, she wasn't saying any of that in a joking manner. It was all very serious and genuine. So you can't then go out and put an apology video saying that you didn't mean any of that. Then why'd you say it? Why would you say those things unless you meant them?
Yeah, there is no take backs. that kind of shit. Like, I know a lot of people who, at this point, only a couple of people, because I've cut a lot of toxic people like her out of my life now that I think of it. And they spent so much time, like, how's that saying go about throwing stones when you live in a glass house?
Yeah. The
The point of
internet
just
is a
not
big
all
glass
do
house,
that.
by the way.
Yeah. And I'm like, look, people have various reasons, their own reasons for doing whatever they do over the internet. But at the end of the day, you can't say shit like that. You can't belittle your fan base or even just a curious passerby and expect not to have any repercussions for it. Like that's like touching a hot stove and then jerking away and wondering why it burned you. That's fucking stupid.
Yep.
I
And
might try that.
you deserve to get burnt, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you're privileged to earn a living on Twitch. People don't owe you shit. If you have a following that supports you and allows you to live on that income, you're lucky and that's great. You should appreciate those people and be thankful cuz they don't owe you a thing. If you can't make streaming your full-time job, that's tough. Go get a normal, not privileged job and you make that money that you told your viewers to go make. People like her they don't even know what it means to earn money. Like they don't understand the concept of working and making a living that way. It's like a different experience that a lot of the younger people who grew up with Twitch and whatnot and they go right into that, they just don't understand that.
Okay, boomer. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
But yeah, they think it should just they can just go to Twitch or they can just go to YouTube and it's like boom, instant money, instant following, and they just deserve it, And when they don't get it, something's wrong. Oh, what's wrong with these fucking people for not subbing to me? But that's not how it works. And for me, it's like go become a real content creator where you spend dozens of hours working on a single 15-minute video. Like you're saying people aren't throwing enough money at you while you spend hundreds of hours playing video games and chatting. Streaming is fine, getting paid to stream is fine, but recognize what that is and what that means. You're lucky and privileged to be in that situation. You're not owed it. For me, I ask for support. Again, I ask, not demand, to help me fund thoughtful, meaningful projects that take a lot of time and a lot of work, and I do that in addition to working. I also pay for things like the website, like podcast hosting, licensed music, my equipment, and
Toilet paper.
and on and on. And with that said, I put support out there as an option to help me continue to pay those costs and free up time for me to make more content if you want to do that. And if I ever got to the place where I could live off support generated by content creation, I would be appreciative and thankful because that's the least that I could do in return for that. I would never have the right to be like, hey, money's down. What the fuck, guys? That makes no sense. If money starts to dry up in that regard, it is what it is. You live life. Life goes on and you live in the real world. That means you got to go get a job and you got to work it out. And
they act like it's the end of the world. Like you get some people that are so entitled that have never had to lift a single finger to do themselves in their entire life. And then, like we were talking about earlier, when push comes to shove and they have to put on their big boy or big girl pants and do something themselves, it's like watching somebody fumble around in the dark with glass. They act like it's the end of the world. They act like they've lost their way. They're so down on their luck. But getting a job is literally one of the most normal, average things to do. We all have done it at some point.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't really make them any less of a person getting a job. It's exactly as you said too, with all the content that channels like yours, even like maybe artwork, a couple of friends that are able to do all this crazy stuff, like they can do it for commission, they can actually live off of it. They didn't start there by having it handed. Like, all of us respectively, regardless of what our medium is, we followed our passion and busted our ass and worked to get to where we are. Even though we've probably had to bite the bullet and get a not job, we worked for what we have, and that's why it means much to us, and eventually are following.
Yeah, like even when or if you get to that point where, like, whatever that looks like, your celebrity status, or you're just really popular, or you have enough viewers or support that that's your job and you can live off of that. Like, that's great that you put in the time and the effort that it takes to get to that point. That's great. That's an achievement. But again, even though you've earned, well, potentially, depending on your situation, like some people just kind of go in, they make a couple videos or whatever, they get lucky and they shoot to the top. And I think that's kind of what this V person did, most likely. But even if you earned your right to be there and you put in the time and effort that it can take to get there, again, it can be temporary, and that's not on anybody, because people are choosing to support you. There's no obligation. You don't work for a company that is distributing your content for a fee. They're not buying your content on a Blu-ray or whatever. They're not paying for a service that they have to pay for to get your content. You're using a free platform to make content with the benefit of getting, potential ad revenue and subscription support. So that may or may not come. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, that's how it goes. Don't fucking yell at your audience for not participating, because they're not obligated to do so.
Because if anything, that's just going to make them not want, like, it's going to make the more, I guess, logical people just completely unattracted to whatever the hell you're doing.
Good.
And they're just...
But yeah, that I saw that, and you guys should watch the videos because it's fucking disgusting.
Nah.
And
Gotta give her attention.
Well, you're giving her a click to whoever wrote the article rather than her. So, but it's fucking gross, and people like that are the fucking worst. And I really hope that this is her downfall, because she fucking deserves it. And I highly encourage anybody who's on Twitch or does Let's Plays or makes any kind of content, don't fucking be that person. Be better than that. Like, I mean, I feel like it should go without saying that you should just be a decent fucking human being and you shouldn't tear down people in general. But, like, open your eyes and look at the situation. People are willingly supporting you because they like what you do. If you turn around and you shit on them, like, you're an asshole, and they're gonna go away. So nobody wins. Why would you do that? Don't. Be smarter than that.
And good. If there are people who still continue to choose to follow that kind of eventually they're gonna see it. It's just maybe not as... But I just hope that the people who it doesn't quite register to them yet, I hope that they get themselves out of that situation, because it's toxic. You don't need that kind of a mean and already stressful life.
Yeah. And you should be supporting somebody that fucking deserves it anyway. Like, if you're going to spend your money, give it to somebody that deserves it, Don't give it to a piece of shit like this that just thinks that the world should bend before them. Fuck those people. But on that note, hey, Jess.
Hello.
Speaking of fuck people,
wow.
How's your week?
Did you fucking own this week, Jess?
Wow.
Jack, Shaun.
I'm sorry, I ran out of ways to transition.
So I was gonna sub to you. You called me a fucking you called me names, so
see how that works, everybody?
Don't want you to yell at me.
Well,
No.
sub to me, and I won't insult you, everybody.
I'll just make you a sub.
I'm just
How
waiting for the
about
end bit where he says, share with people, get to the Patreon, yada yada yada.
Wow.
Share, like, subscribe, give me money, give me money, give me money. The week was a week. It was week in a week.
It was a week.
It was a week. It was a week long. 7 days. You know. I played a lot of games this week.
Yay.
I was writing them down because I forget every time, and I have like 8.
Oh my god.
It's like, well, 7.5.
How
What
did
does
you
that
find the
mean?
time?
6.5. Okay, so first of all, I played Journey because it's free on PSN, and I did not like it, so I deleted it. It was really boring, just walking around a desert, and I don't know.
You're the
There's
first
nothing
person
really
that I've
happening.
ever heard that didn't like that game.
It
Is there a horse with a no name in it?
no, but I kept on. I didn't stop believing, and it was still garbage, so I stopped believing. Yeah, I can't really describe the game because I didn't play long enough. But basically, you're in a desert, and yep, that's it. I think you have
Sounds like
to
the beginning of Conan the Barbarian.
Conan.
Conan.
The Brabian. So I deleted that. Played some Revelations with Cheyenne.
What?
You?
Oh.
Revelation with Cheyenne. I thought you got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay, so the Adventures of Resident Evil and Shaun and Jazz. So this is what happened. Okay. So we started playing ORC, Squad Up, and it was a lot of fun until I just DC'd out of nowhere and then couldn't get back in. So we were like, hey, fuck, maybe it's PS3. So we went to the PS4 and we played Raid Mode. Yeah. We played Revelations Raid Mode. The timeline might be off. And that was a lot of fun until I DC'd. So we figured, okay, let's play Resident Evil 5. Mercenaries versus whatever, Mercenaries. And then I DC'd. And couldn't play
That's clever.
anymore.
I like that.
Mercenaries. I DC'd and then couldn't get back on. So I think what happened is my server, like the Canada PSN server, was resetting or something. Because this happened when Dante and I tried to play RE6 like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and it was like all over the states. I think that PSN was down for that day, so it came to here. We finally got the PSN server crash virus from you guys. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Alec is next.
Bring it.
You
You
probably
get to do
created
nothing.
it.
Yeah, spread it. Yeah. So we did get back on those, so that was fun. We played RE5, which is always fun. Sean's getting killed by like 3 guys, and I'm just standing there saluting, going, "I'm Rebecca."
So that's what happened.
And you're like, "What are you doing?" So yeah, that was fun. And we did. I think we went back to raid mode. No, we didn't go back to Revelations after that, did we?
I don't think so. I think we
did
called
play
it after
Revelations.
Resident Evil. Yeah, I think you had the timeline right. Because I think we gave up on Resident Evil 5.
Just
Well,
like Capcom.
it's okay. They'll make a remake next year, and it'll be great.
Wow.
The original remake.
Yeah, they're finally remaking the original.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
that was fun.
Until you DC'd.
No, but I mean, when we went back and we actually played, and there was no DC then. We played until like 4 a.m. So
Yeah.
there was no DC. There was just me. The only DC in RE5 is DC Douglas.
Oh God. God damn it.
But anyway, and it's not a game that I played, but I found out about this game called the Bee Simulator. Bee Simulator.
You
You-
like jazz?
You are a bee.
Right.
This
That's-
game came out in like
Yep.
2000
And I just found out.
on the PS2.
And I just found out about it, and I'm mad that I've never been told about it, and I want it, but I don't. I don't want to spend $30 on being a bee. I hate,
$30. God damn.
and it's on sale at $30. Gotta love sales, man. I might eventually get it if it drops to like $2.
Good luck.
Because I hate bees, but I kind of want to be a bee.
I want to be a champion.
You stab a motherfucker, then you die, and you never get put to jail for murder. It's great.
But he didn't die.
Yeah, so okay. Come back as another bee. And yeah, I already said ORC. We played ORC, sort of. Not really, but we will soon. Yeah.
We got through like half a mission.
We got through the first part of a
Oh,
mission.
yeah. Well,
Like we ran away from Birkin and then we just disappeared. We're like, hey, now there's zombies. Bloop.
we escaped. Game over.
Yeah, good job, guys. That was the whole thing. I played.
And it was still
RE2.
longer than Resident Evil 3 remake.
It was. Don't
I make
hate on
that joke, but I'm one that doesn't believe in that bullshit. The game was fine. It was long enough. Shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Was it more fun than Resistance?
Everything is more fun.
I was gonna say, yeah.
DCing from RE5 all day was more fun than Resistance.
It's true.
I played RE2 Remake for reasons.
No, wow. Spoiler.
And I realized while playing that, well, first of all, I'm still an idiot, but second of all, Claire is fucking terrifying. Terrifying in that. Like, I don't know if it's going from 3 back to 2 or if it's just like playing Code Veronica or something, but Claire in Remake looks like ass. If you look at her face when she's talking, her mouth, like her whole chin is like sucked into her face and her mouth is bigger than the rest of her face. And I don't know if it was just that cutscene, but I had to take a screenshot because it was just so terrifying. And I was like, I took a screenshot, I zoomed in, and I wanted to post it like, how is this accurate? Like, everyone's saying it looks really good, but that specific shot tells me no, it's not. It's not okay.
I mean, when I brought the remake to one of my friends to try, like, so that they could try it, since, they weren't able to get it, the one thing that they kept saying was that they thought it was creepy that every time anything, like, no matter how traumatizing the situation, she always looked like she was smiling.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you can't fault her for staying positive.
Positive Redfield. So yeah, that was an experience. I was actually scared because I looked up at the wrong moment.
Oh, gee.
I'll show you guys later. I'm gonna do like a slow zoom in creepy video to like the.
To be fair,
I gotta see that.
Since there's a lot of animation in the facial expressions, like you can catch pretty much all the characters having some kind of a derp face, because that's just
it's
normal.
It's consistent for Claire.
Yeah, but like everybody, like depending on what you're doing, like how you're emoting and your facial expression, like sometimes you just make a little like a one frame derp, but in real life you don't really notice it as much. But when you're playing a game, it's more showcased, so you spot it.
But she looks.
I saw it. Oh, sorry. I was like, that's something I saw in Until Dawn, like their disgusting twitching faces.
Oh yeah, yeah. That
and in Manamadine.
Oh my god.
Man of Mr. Man.
We had gone on so long with the Manamadana banana.
Mr. Manamadana?
What else did I play? What else? I played Skyrim, but I only played an hour while I created my character, and then I kind of took a break. Yeah, character creation.
I played Skyrim for 4 hours the other day. Oh, really? How far did you get? I made a character.
I got released from being a prisoner.
Wow. You're a prisoner at the beginning of that too?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, because they don't know who the fuck you are. They're like, this guy who did this and this guy who did it, and they're like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, I'm an elf. I don't know why I'm here, but can I go? And they're like, yeah, okay. Clearly you're important. I'm Elfo. That's exactly what
I thought you might.
That's exactly what it was. Oh my god, now I wish I'd made Elfo. God damn it.
That's me with Soul Calibur. Like, I'll spend hours making a character, and then I just kind of take a break.
Take a break. I spend too
Hang on,
long
back
and I
off.
make the characters look the same every time. Short red hair, pointy ears. That's it. But it takes me forever to do it.
I think. Carol.
What?
I was just gonna say, while Sasha said about Soul Calibur, I remember playing Soul Calibur 3, creating someone to look like Wesker, because there's a voice that sounds quite close to DC Douglas.
Oh
And so-
yeah.
And when they're getting chucking things out or anything like that, it's just so hilarious.
I remember playing Soul Calibur Soul Calibur 5. I'm looking at it right now. I can't tell. Soul Calibur 5 with Shayla on Xbox and creating these fucking ridiculous looking characters. And that was the more like playing the game. I was like, okay, I'm bored of fighting.
Yeah.
But like creating the characters was just the fun part because then we'd see who like each of us came up with and
Spend like 40 hours creating characters, play it for 1 hour, get bored, quit.
exactly.
Exactly.
That's why I don't play a lot of games, Sean, because I like if I
know.
can't create my own character or if it's not, it has to be either a strong female protagonist character like Aloy or Lara or whatever, and then or I have to be able to create my own character to either look really fucking dumb like that one I made in Fallout or to make it look like me so I'm playing the game. But then there's that problem of being stuck like literally me playing the game is just creating the character. I'll show you guys the picture and then I'm like, okay, well that was fun. I played Fallout. Look what I did. That's it. I get back on track. There's another fun stupid game. I played Stranded Deep. I actually have it on pause right now. So
Oh, I remember that.
You're
I
saying
first
the name wrong.
no, it's Stranded Deep.
Oh.
Yeah, she's got it.
What? How can you say that wrong? It's actually what it's called.
It was a joke. Death Stranding.
Oh, fuck that game.
Oh,
No, this game is fun.
shit.
Oh,
So I used to have it on Steam, but anybody who does, if you guys don't know what this game is, it's basically another, not really open world survival, but it's another one of those like survival games like The Forest, except there's not a forest or caves as far as I know. You're on an island because your plane crashed, and then you have to go on other islands and try to survive and not get eaten by a shark. That's as far as I know.
or step on a sea urchin.
Oh, that's what happened. I was walking around and then she's like, ow. And I'm like, what? What did you do? The best thing in that game so far is that your shadow looks like a fucking skeleton with giant hands.
Yes.
What? Is that what you are?
No, I don't know what I am, like a business person with standards.
And
Doesn't let me create a character, so I couldn't make a monster, but my shadow became one somehow. And
showing your true form.
yeah, my shadow jams, sorry. And then last but not least, for games I've played, and I've been saving this one for last, so don't hate on me because it's what I like. But I finally got NHL 20 because I usually get them every 2 or 3 years. That way it's not always the same. And no, well, they add different things. They change like some of the angles, some of the shots. The graphics get better. But if you do it every year, it just you don't see the changes. But like in the change between NHL 17 and 20, I've noticed a lot of really cool stuff, like updated rosters on the team, and the fact that the season never finished because of coronavirus is even funnier.
Wow.
Sad. So I played that game. You guys know how I am with hockey, about hockey, and how I like to actually play hockey and always hurt myself, but you know, fun times, right? So I played this. I did a career mode where you create your own character. Again, like created me, put her out on the fucking roster, started a season. And then the game is so realistic that I've decided to name it like Fuck My Life Jazz Simulator 2020 because somebody hit me in the game, hit my character, sent me flying headfirst in the board, and I got a concussion.
And then you blacked out in real life.
I was so mad because they're like, oh, you can't finish the game, so you simulate the rest of the game, and then when you go to simulate the next game, they're like, nah, you have a concussion, so you're out for 60 games. So I have to sit there and simulate 60 games. I can't play them. I can't watch them. I have to literally just skip 60 days in the game. And then I'm finally back on for like 2-3 games, and this fucking bitch breaks her leg, and I'm out for 75 games, and I just like close the game, and I'm like, I'm creating a new character. Get fucked. So
Welcome
this
to
game,
2020, everybody.
right? This game is like, we've updated everything. You know, graphics look nicer, character looks nicer, jersey movement in the wind looks nicer. You get concussions because your name's Jazz, and we know it's you. So yeah. So Jazz, fuck my life, Jazz Simulator 2020 is the game on sale now
I'll
your
have to
copy.
try it.
at theaters near you. Don't get your copy
Another
because
closed.
coronavirus. Yep. So that was I don't know. I was saving that story for you, Sean, because I know you yell at me every time I go play hockey.
Well,
And get
yeah,
hurt.
because you're gonna die.
Now I'm trying to play hockey in the safety of my own fucking bedroom. Nope. Nope.
The game is trying to tell you, like, look
I
what's
know.
happening to you. Stop.
It traced my IP and it was like, it's this bitch. What do we do? Concuss her. Concuss the shit out of her. And just to add, I'm finish up my week by adding a little smite. You know how hard you work on trophies, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay, well, when I loaded Stranded Deep earlier, like as soon as the game loaded, I got a trophy
What? Wow.
for being surrounded by seagulls.
I
What?
should get this game.
I literally like spawned around seagulls and got a trophy.
Did Alec recommend this game to you?
No, because the trophies are still kind of,
Oh.
well, they're not hard, but they're not like just for fucking playing. But that's what I thought of too. I was like, oh, this is how Alec does it. Log in, get a fucking platinum, done. And I watched stuff, but it wasn't important because my week was literally just skipping game to game, and something else that I'll let Sean take. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Alec, how was your
No.
week?
Let Sasha have a go.
Alec, you fuck.
What?
Stop being polite. That's our thing.
It's ladies' night, so.
Yeah. So Alec.
Exactly.
Okay, fine, get fucked. Alright.
You're welcome.
I only played 2 games. Because reasons. So the first game is Far Cry 5, and I got that platinum.
Nerd.
You fuck.
Yeah, so I'm now 12 platinums in.
Damn you.
Like 5.
I also played Hitman Blood Money because I got it on sale on the PS4, and I am currently 65% done trophy-wise on that.
I thought you had that game already.
Oh yeah, it probably does somewhere.
He's just deleting all like info on his games and then replaying them for platinums.
Oh, I would have done Slide about 50 times by now. But yeah, so it's been fun to play the old games again, and Far Cry 5 for some reason.
That good,
Wow.
huh?
Well, I think the ending was more fun to do because of how it goes. I'm not going to give it away. But Far Cry 4 was a lot more fun to play rather than 5. But hey, but it has been nice just to go around to these places and shoot the fuck out of people whenever they get in my way. I'm just like, right, okay, bang, you're dead.
And then you come home and play video games.
Oh,
Oh, dark.
I haven't watched anything because, yeah, I've just been busy playing Hitman, really. But I did go out of my home.
How dare you?
I know. I did a 120-mile trip to go get tested for coronavirus. I'm still waiting for test results.
Scary.
I should say it's because I'm a carer, and that's in England. If you're a carer / nurse / doctor, whatever, you're represented as a key worker, and those people get tested first, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They get tested first, 3 months later.
yeah.
What?
So I drove 120 miles just to get there. And it was a bit weird because everyone was kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought with expert timing. And
Really,
that's my song of the week.
you couldn't come
That's
up with
terrible.
one that has to do with driving.
Yeah,
Come on,
you're
Alec,
terrible.
I'm disappointed.
I don't have a license. I don't drive.
Da da da.
That's not the point.
Yeah, other than that, that was fun. You know, getting to one place just to stick a bit of lollipop down my throat.
What?
But yeah, other than that, I have only one update. Do.
I
So-
forgot updates.
Wow.
Alright, so on the AX Presents YouTube channel, you will find Outside the Residence Episode 1 available. OCR, for short, is based on the Residence universe and features Jill on her escape of Raccoon City in Resident Evil 3 Remake. And I'm also fine-tuning the script for Episode 2, because there will be an Episode 2.
Why is there such fire in that? Why are you lighting people on fire, Alec?
Because
This
there's
is a flaming.
That's crispy.
Because there's lots of people that want Episode 2 of The Residence, and it never got done.
Wow.
And it never will, you fuck.
So go subscribe to Alec, or he will shame you.
Yeah.
on that subject, The Residence is officially a dead project. I've officially given up on it.
How come?
Oh,
It's a lot of chasing, and it's a lot of empty dreams and
Broken promises.
broken promises. So I might just take the script for episode 2 and 3 and give them to Alec, or use like disperse it into different projects. Because I have Jill everywhere. We have Jills in every country. We got them planted, yo. So
they're
yeah.
all sleeper agents.
Yeah, as soon as you yell catch
No,
up,
they're
they
all
all wake up.
sleeping agents.
Yeah, that too. Only here.
But yeah, that's my week. Sasha, did you drive all night to get to you?
Is that all right?
There you go. You feel better now?
No,
Because
no.
it's Celine Dion. I'm happy.
Well, I mean, I mentioned it earlier when we were all talking before the stream. As one of the many people being ruled as an essential worker, unfortunately, / kind of fortunately, like, there are two sides to it. On one hand, yeah, I'm grateful that I still have a job, but I'm also just being worked to the point of exhaustion. Like, I don't have the energy to do much of anything, so I try to keep it positive and keep myself motivated and try to find something to kind of bring a little bit of change to my life. And a good chunk of that has actually been a little bit of a campaign or a project that I'm working on outside of dealing with 40+ hour work weeks and working on some illustration for therapy purposes. So this little project I've got going on is called the Corvid versus the COVID campaign. And Corvid, in case people don't know, relates to crows. And the reason I'm naming it this is because I kind of decided to come up with an idea where I basically dress as a plague doctor, like full getup, mask and everything. And I get supplies, and I just kind of carry them around in a basket, and I distribute them to the people who are less fortunate, are not able to get up into the stores before all the stock gets bought out, because people are selfish and don't think of other people. And as messed up as it sounds, I've had every local store around my town tell me about how there are people who stand outside of these stores and they wait to come up in there to buy up all the stock. And there are some stores that have tried to regulate how many items like tissues or toilet paper and things that people can get. But it doesn't stop a whole bunch of other people from coming up in there to get all of it. And then we're left with an alarming amount of people who aren't able to have any supplies to help themselves. So basically, the goal of my project I've been working on throughout the week was to gather the supplies that I need as well as some support and kind of just find a way to help people that are down on their luck and maybe bring a little bit of an ironic comedy factor to with, well, my choice of costume. So far so good. I mean, donation-wise, I set a goal for about 300 just to start. And I've got 135 out of 300. I'm really excited because people are wanting to pitch in and help.
Are you going to shame the people that don't
Yeah, I was
support?
gonna say, you have to yell at them to give you more.
I'll probably yell at them, but they're not going to be able to understand me.
Gonna go all Credence.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Just go all Credence, make bird noises.
Ah! Ah! Oh, cut your hair!
No one.
But yeah, and the thing is with these, the reason I'm accepting donations for this is
Drugs.
basically just to help. Oh, you got me. Damn.
Keeping
I
it real.
was gonna share with you, Shaun, but you had to out me like that.
Damn it.
Non-profit drugs.
Exactly. It's the only good kind of drugs.
But like, it's basically to help me gather sanitation supplies like hand sanitizer, soap, tissues, surgical masks, gloves, cough drops, deodorant, etc. And all of those are going to be used to keep my basket full so that I can go find these people in my community that are having a pretty shitty time of it. So far, I've been really excited for this. Plus, it gives me the perfect excuse. Like as the side bonus here, it gives me an excuse to go out in public dressed as a plague doctor. So I get a little bit of joy out of it, aside from, I'm just glad to be helping people out that aren't able to get what they need. Video game wise, I haven't really had the time to sit down and play a whole lot. I mean, I've gone through, and I've had the Nier Automata soundtrack stuck in my head. I was inspired to go back and play some of that. Even been drawing some stuff for it. I was playing around with Resident Evil 3 again a little bit to see how much farther I can get with hardcore mode, because I've heard horror stories about Inferno mode. And I'm
From
curious
who?
because, oh boy.
Inferno mode's easy mode.
I've heard that Inferno mode is actually randomized in some ways. Like, a lot of the enemies aren't where they normally should be or would be in the normal game. So I guess, if you're on standard mode or even hardcore, there are going to be enemies that are out of place, a lot harder to kill, a lot less ammunition. And I hear that Nemesis is like fucking flash stepping. I don't know about that, but I'm actually kind of terrified to try it.
I guess
I'm
it just
like,
depends
great.
on how you approach it, because by the time you get to Inferno mode, you're gonna have like all the unlockables and stuff like that. So if you utilize those, it's literally like super baby easy mode. But if you do try to do it legitimately, then like without any extras, then yeah, it's probably gonna be super challenging. But why would you?
Yeah, I mean, I already tortured myself with my very first playthrough of making it a no damage run, so I'm just over here like, well, what other trauma could I put myself through with this? Aside from that, I was kind of hoping to get back into playing some more Bloodborne, just because, well, I've kind of been in the mood for it recently. And there are a lot of tattoos with that kind of aesthetic that I've been dying to get. now that I think of it. But of course, with everything being closed, all God knows how many of those tattoos I've been planning have to be put on hold.
Well, I never thought about that. I wonder how long tattoo parlors are going to be gone.
I don't
You
know,
think that'd
but
be like one of the last things to open back up, considering?
it makes me kind of wonder, like, as well, because I'm speaking of other businesses, like I already have anxiety from hell when it comes to dentist offices, but I know I'm due for a fucking checkup or an appointment for one, and I'm just like, God, I don't want to go out. I don't even know if they'd be open at this point.
Yeah, I think they're starting to open up stuff like that now, but I guess it just depends on where you are, how bad the impact is and whatnot. But it seems like they're trying to loosen the grip on things like that, which I don't know is a great idea, but I guess we'll see.
I wish they would.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, but at what cost?
Yeah, that like coming from I work for an optometrist, right? And optometrists are deemed essential through only emergencies. So to reopen for regular stuff with 8 people as a staff can't be justified if you only have like 10 patients a day. So I don't see that happening like anytime soon because nobody's gonna want to go in anyways, even for dentists or for like hair
Mm-hmm.
cutting. Like nobody's gonna want to risk it if they have any intelligence to them.
Yeah.
Like health clinics should only be for like emergency stuff right now. Like if you have like a sniffle, fucking stay home and wait till it gets worse.
like deal with it, drink some fucking tea, eat your chicken noodle soup.
Eat your fucking soup.
Shut up.
See, like, but on the other side, I also see it as like I'd like to go back to work.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yeah, like you guys were saying, it is what it is.
I feel like people that have been laid off of their jobs here recently, I'm like, I envy them in the sense that they're not being worked to the bone like a lot of us other people are. But at the same time, I feel like they've got to be stir crazy
Yep.
at this point, like being
Yep.
up and like that.
Well, there's also like there's the fact that you don't never know when your government check's gonna come in, like for the coverage or the whatever.
Oh, the stimulus thing, yeah.
So you've got like your groceries, your rent, and stuff like that, and like that shit doesn't quite cover what we would be making at work. But there's mostly the stir crazy that's going. Like I don't mind sitting here and playing video games all day, every day of the week. But when I'm like, what fucking day is it? Oh, it's Friday. Podcast is tomorrow, and all I've done is play 8 fucking games. I just want to get out of the house forever.
I'm like, I'm not even somebody who really cares that much about going out to do all that shit. I mean, there are some places I like to go where I can basically just relax, listen, draw, enjoy some time out with some friends and family, but this whole thing of being forced, or like not really, well, technically not forced, not really having to where you at all, it's not helping my mood, it's not helping my depression, to be honest. So I've been desperately trying to find some ways to keep distracted, uh, especially with trying to do useful with my to try to help other.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to both, really, and it really depends on the person too, because some people are like that, where it's like, oh fuck, I'll stay home all day, every day, and I'm one of those people. I'd love to fucking be home, especially
I
given
feel it.
I've got ward stuff to work on and whatnot. Like I have tons of shit that I need to and want to do that I could easily occupy like infinite amounts of time. But as great as that would be, and just also not being out and potentially getting it and all these fucking other stupid things, but like there is that flip side where it's like, oh well, now that I don't have an income, I'm waiting on the government, and when's that check going to show up? Is it going to be is it going to cover my bills and all that kind of shit? So I mean, everybody's suffering from it. Whether you're an essential worker and you're working your ass off and all that kind of shit, or you're stuck at home, like it sucks for everybody. And like I get both sides, but for me, regardless of what pool you fall into, like, I just want it to be done. You know, like, let's just do whatever it takes to get through it, and so that it doesn't come back. Like, you know, the worst thing to happen would be that we went through all this shit just to dive back, like, to open everything up and dive back into trying to be normal again too soon, just to have wasted all that time and get right back into where we were before, or worse. So, like, I just want, since we're here already, let's do it right. Let's shut down as much as we can and as much as we need to, and everybody adhere to what we're supposed to be doing. Get through this and then get back to as normal as we can as soon as we can. Like, that's all I want.
Let's not rush into shit. Like,
yeah.
Stupid.
And then you got people bitching, I can't get my hair cut. I'm gonna fucking protest. Like, fuck off.
That was me. I did that.
God damn it.
I did that because I was growing my hair out so I could cosplay BSA Jill in August. But when I've come to terms that convention is not happening, and even if it does, I'm not going. So I'm like, I can cut my hair again. Fuck. No, I can't.
Nope.
Now I'm torn between two Jill worlds.
Wow.
Do I want long, short, or just shave it off? Fuck it.
But, like,
Do Britney Spears.
I gotta dye
Jill
it blonde.
goes postal.
I'm gonna bleach it.
But you got these people that are grouping together, which they shouldn't be doing, to protest the most fucking mundane, unnecessary things. Like, what are we doing,
God, I was going to ask
people?
you about that.
What are we
America.
doing, America?
America, come on, stop.
And it's just funny. You see, like, on the news and like, they go and they get an interview or whatever, and they're just like, they don't even have a point. They're just like, we just want Trump to know that we're here too and we matter. Like, fuck off.
He knows. He doesn't care.
Like,
I wonder if they bought disinfectant and UV lighting.
Like, it goes back to that fucking streamer bitch. Like, there's more important people. Like, there's more people out in the world than you. Okay, it's not about you. Shut up. Like, the world is in crisis. There's other things happening. You need to chill out. Go the fuck home. Take a nap. Like, God damn
Take another nap.
Fucking people
Take
in
a
your
nap
goddamn
forever.
naps.
Exactly.
Anyways, back to you, Sasha. We're running super long, so we got to burn through.
It's fine. I was pretty much just done. I just wanted to kind of speak up about stuff that's been going on, but I'm pretty much good on my end.
Well, that's good. Just make sure that when you go out into the world and you're trying to sanitize people, that you're adhering to social distancing, and you're taking the little bottles of sanitizer and you're throwing it as hard as you can at people's heads.
Use a t-shirt gun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm basically, so I've got a cane.
Are you gonna hit people?
Similar, yeah, maybe. I don't
Pimp
know if
cane,
they try
bitch.
to steal.
A hockey stick. Slap shot it to them.
I'm just like, I've got this cane, that I used for one of my cosplays for Devil May Cry, like when I cosplayed V for the 5th game. And it's surprisingly sturdy, and I dare say I'm proud of how it turned out. And
Put it to the test.
I'm just saying, if somebody comes up to me and tries to straight up steal from my basket, and they're somebody who isn't actually in need, or if they fucking sneeze on me, it's over.
You ever been fucked by a pimp cane?
I mean, the good thing is there are a lot of imbeciles and fucked in the head kind of people out there that would probably try to steal from a good cause, but the good thing is there are not many people that I know of in my community that would fuck with a girl dressed as a plague doctor.
And what are they gonna do? I'm gonna fucking steal that 3-ounce bottle of fucking Purell. Like,
I'm just over here like, look, I am gonna swat them with a cane if they do try anything, but I'm just over here like, well, that's fine. I mean, if you really want it that bad. I mean, I'm not even selling the stuff that I'm getting. I'm basically giving it out to people so that they can have it. So, in one case, I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, the donations I'm getting are going toward getting more supply anyway.
That's cool. Just be safe out there.
Absolutely. I'm even gonna get
A gun.
Yes.
I thought about it. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, fortunately, I live down the street from the police station, so I think maybe that might be my first step to getting my CCW, but I would like to get one.
Awesome.
If I were to do something like that, I'd be like, okay, so I got hand sanitizer, or I got sanitizer or whatever, but I have to put it on you directly with my hands. So
Oh God.
let me just rub that on.
My super soaker.
Or the t-shirt gun. I like the t-shirt gun.
That's a
Either
good idea.
really far away and violently, or up close and personal where it defeats the purpose.
Be like, this bitch is empty. Yay. Only they just get a shit ton of hand sanitizer to the face or a bar of soap between the eyes.
Somebody went on a killing spree with hand sanitizer.
What happened? Oh, I don't know. Witnesses that were on the scene
Are dead.
reported they're either dead or they reported an angry lady dressed as a crow
It was
throwing Crow Jill. It's
You
like,
say
no,
we-
she just was there a murder weapon? Do you count a bar of soap?
It was a clean hit.
Ah!
Ah!
Then you can make a clean getaway.
Jesus. Only-
I mean, this
so
is
many
the-
puns.
It is the kind of soap where since they will be getting it in their eyes, there's going to be a lot of tears.
Good.
No more tears.
I like it
Speaking
when you
of
cry. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm Gucci.
And Gabbana.
Excuse me?
Gucci and Gabbana.
Oh. Okay.
I just hear
Sean.
Sean go, excuse me.
Hey, Sean,
Hello.
get fucked.
Okay.
Hey, Sean.
Hello.
Can you tell me what the time is?
Time to get fucked.
It's time for him to tell us how his week went. Don't leave anything out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for about 3 hours here. Yeah.
We all did it.
Get your snacks.
I already have my snacks.
Wow.
I got pizza.
I didn't watch a whole lot. I'm still putting Community on while I go to sleepy by time. I've been semi-watching that, I guess you could say. And then I've been watching lots of Whose Line Is It Anyway, which is amazing. I love it. So good.
Where the points don't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like we do.
Wait, Drew Carey, whose line, or that other girl?
Well, I started at season
other girl,
one.
but the girl.
other girl. Yeah, I
The
started
British
at...
guy?
No, see, and that's where I'm confused. Because, like, season one technically is what, like, season 5 or 6 or something, because it originally started in the UK with the same cast, just a different host, and then Drew Carey took over, and then it like reboot. I don't know. Anyway,
I like the Drew Carey ones.
I like all of them, but yeah, I think the Drew Carey ones are probably the best ones, even though he's kind of a douche sometimes.
He is, but they make fun of him so
Yeah,
much.
a lot. It's great. But yeah, I started on season 1. They got it on that CW app or whatever. You can watch it for free. So there's like 16 seasons on there. So I've just been working my way through that. But they don't have the British one, which kind of sucks because those are good too. But anyways, wow,
Fuck the British.
wow.
Oh, yes, please. Mm.
Oh boy. I got my birthday present stolen.
What?
Yeah. Fuck.
Because people
The
are
fuck?
assholes. So Jazz tried to surprise me by sending me a game through Amazon, which was very nice and unexpected. So she tracked the package, and the day that it arrived, she told me to check my door because they had left it at my door. And I went to go check, and there was nothing there.
It was there all day, though.
Yeah, so like when Amelon?
Amelon.
When Amazon
The quest for
delivers
Amelon.
when Amazon delivers a package, they take a picture and they send it to you, and they're like, "Hey, look, we left it at your door or whatever." And they did that, so there was proof that it was there at some point, but it wasn't there when I went there. So either the delivery person put the package down, took a picture, and stole the package, which who knows, maybe, or some shithead neighbor stole it. So whatever. But considering what's going on right now in the world and the fact that we have to rely heavily on getting things delivered right now, that's a pretty shitty thing to do. Like, stealing in general is fucked up, but like now more than ever, it's extra fucked up. Like, what the fuck? And you don't know what's in there. What if that was like something really important that I needed to like survive or something? Like,
here's your shipment of asthma pumps.
yeah, right? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
Here's your Viagra.
Next time I'll have Sasha deliver it in her plague doctor.
There you
Yes.
Man.
You just see me show up inside of a box. I'm just sitting there.
go. It's like, that's a big box for a game.
Some random dude who's not Sean grabs the box. She pops out. She's like, "Not now, motherfucker."
Pimp
And I
cane,
just
bitch.
beat with the cane.
Put it the fuck back. Yeah, just stand in the hallway in front of his door. Just like stand there. And as soon as somebody comes by, you're like, "What you want?"
So again, don't be a shithead, everybody. Be a
Yeah.
good person.
Because that makes everyone involved sad. Even Jody.
Especially
smiley
Jody. All the
faces.
smiley faces. Canada.
So did you report a robbery, or you gonna get another one? Or...
Yeah. So go ahead. You could take over this part, Jess.
So
Yeah, what happened?
I got in a chat, like in a live chat with the customer
Jody.
support. Yeah, his or her name was Jody. So obviously, like beyond two souls, I was like, "Oh, it's Jody." And this person was being super nice about it, and they were like, "I understand the frustration. Sorry that happened." I was like, "It wasn't your fault." And they're like, "I'm like, I just don't want to have to pay for it again." They're like, "Oh, you won't have to pay for it again." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And I'm like, I was kind of hoping it would get there Friday because that's the birthday. By the way, happy birthday, Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, I get that. Like, we can guarantee it'll be there by Friday." I should have specified, yesterday Friday or last Friday.
I didn't mean
Because now
any Friday.
It hasn't even shipped. It's coming like next Friday, May 1st. But the whole conversation was just like this person kept going like, "Just letting you know I'm still here," because it get like quiet for a while, and put a smiley face. So I put a smiley face back saying, "Thanks for letting me know." And then like this was the exchange was constant smiley faces.
Fucking Canada.
I was like, I think I'm on the other end of this call. It was great. But now that I think about it, I should contact them and be like, "Hey, pay me back that $11 of 2-day shipping, motherfuckers, because this is not right."
That is true. You should get refunded that. That's garbage.
I'll wait till it arrives because otherwise I have to get back and call
complain
with them.
after it's secure.
I want my money back, smiley face.
There you go.
But yeah, the Jody and the smiley faces was a lot of fun.
So that was fun. I also got a gift from Erica and Cody. They were nice enough to send me their Resident Evil 3 Collector's Edition, minus the game and soundtrack.
Ooh.
But I got the important shit. I got the stuff that mattered. Like I got the statue, the art book. Yeah, exactly. And it's the Xbox version. So since I bought the PS4 version, that's good because now I can buy the Xbox version and then just throw it in the collector's edition, and then it'll be complete.
Wait, you're gonna have two
Yeah.
collector's
No.
editions? No. I was like, if you have two figurines, motherfuckers.
No, I have the regular, like the Steelbook one on PS4. And then
Oh.
they sent me the collector's edition on Xbox without the game, so I just need to buy the game on Xbox. And then I'll have the complete version, collector's edition on Xbox, Steelbook version on PS4. So it's beautiful.
I just want the figurine.
Wow. It is really
Yeah.
nice. It's beautiful.
How's that? How's the art book? I'm a sucker for concept art books, so if I find them, I collect them.
I haven't gone through it myself, but I watched Cody's unboxing video and he kind of went through a little bit of it. It looks like it's really cool. It's bigger than I thought it would be. So yeah, it's wow. It's nice. Well, like normally when you get a collector's edition, it's like a pocket size kind of an art book, which is really stupid. It's probably about 2 times the size of your typical art book. So it's nice. It's cool. The gross part though is like it's cut in half. Like half of it's Resident Evil 3 artwork, half of it's project garbage.
The fuck?
Resistance.
Picture of a trash can.
Yeah. It's just trash cans. Which would be
it's
better
just a
than
highly
Resistance.
rendered trash can.
I would take that over Resistance. But yeah, it's beautiful. And yeah, it has like the paper that has the soundtrack on it, but I think he redeemed the soundtrack, which isn't a big deal. Like, I don't care. Like, I would rather the soundtrack be on disc, but only I think it's the UK collector's edition is the only one that got it on disc. They just put the codes in the US collector's edition, so that's not a big deal. And I can always download the soundtrack through totally legal methods on the internet.
I'm sure Leonardo will find it for you.
I don't believe that, the way you said that. I feel like it's not legal.
Shut up.
What was that you said about stealing, Shaun?
Nothing.
As long as you do it illegally.
But yeah, I'll have to send them a award box. I told them I'd send them some stuff as a thank you. So in a way, I guess it was a gift/barter thing. But either way, it's awesome. I'm super excited that I finally have that in my collection because as you guys know, I was fucking very upset over the matter for many months. Talked about it ad nausea. So yeah, now I have it and I can shut the fuck up about it.
Good. No, okay.
Wow!
Finally.
Wow! Anyway, yeah, so huge thank you to Cody and Erica for saving my Resident Evil collection.
Thank you for your neighbors to not steal it.
Thanks, partner.
I was thinking about that because that was something they left at my door. Big ass fucking box just sitting at my door. It was there all day. Nobody took it, thank God, because there'd be no way to replace it. But it's just weird, like big box sitting in front of my door. Nobody gives a shit. But you put a little fucking Blu-ray disc sized package on my doorstep and people lose their shit. Whatever.
I'll address it to
protective
grandma.
animal.
Maybe they thought it was drugs. I don't know.
I'll address it to grandma. Nobody's gonna steal from grandma.
Whatever. She's defenseless. She's an easy mark.
Or she'll fuck you up with a cane.
That's true.
Listen, I'm not that old.
Wow. I played some games. I finished Final Fantasy VII Remake. And God, that game is fucking incredible, like I was talking about yesterday. Until the end. The last couple hours, that game violently spun out of control into a trash fire of confusion. And I'm really, really disappointed. And I had a feeling that was going to happen. And it did. But the entire game was done very accurate to the original, with like quality of life improvements and just like a shit ton of extra stuff that they put in there that kind of complemented the original content, which is all the things that you want from a remake. You know, keep the original intact, build on that. That's what we want. That's all we ever fucking want from a remake. And then right at the end, everything just fucking went to shit. And that sucks. Now, I don't even know how I feel about the game. I'm just confused, and I don't know what that game is.
Well, you got 4 years to work it out.
Wow.
I'm like, how do you fuck up a game that it's right there? You use the source material.
Well, they never do that. But yeah, I don't even know what to expect on the second game at this point, because it could be anything. Who knows? It could be a fucking kart racer for all I know. So, there's that.
It's Mario Kart.
Final Fantasy Kart 7.
Mario.
And then, yeah, the only other games that I played, you already mentioned, Jazz. We played all the Residential Evil games, the Orc and the Revelations and the Mercenaries.
Merc.
I want to get the platinums on all of those, but
Not with me!
Wow.
I'm over here shooting electric boxes. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I think they're
So
mostly...
Sean, we can work on Orc Platinum together.
Yeah.
No, it's PS3. It doesn't count.
No, it counts. You get the fuck out of here.
Has to be PS4.
No, we never agreed on that. You get the fuck out.
No. Yeah, no, get the fuck off.
Shut up, Alec.
You want to
Yeah,
go
the
some?
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Sasha,
only
can I
thing
borrow your cane?
is, I don't know that Orc is going to be doable, or ORC, whatever the fuck. Because I think it requires a minimum, like on some of those modes, I think it's a minimum of 8 people. So we could probably get together 4 people, but 8's that's a lot of people to get together at one time to grind out trophies. So I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully there's still a couple of people playing on there that we can make it happen, but at this point it seems kind of unlikely. Fucking online trophies. God damn it.
Yeah.
Taking
Bullshit.
goddamn naps.
Exactly. There you go. Week complete.
Week.
An hour and a half in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if we can blow through some news super quick. Time for some news. Fuck. I fucked up on my notes. 4 items this week, I think. 4 or 5. One of the two. I'm not sure. First up, Fallout 76 is back in the news. Yeah, we brought it back. And surprise, they're still
Did it
fucking
fall
up.
out?
Oh, it fall out. Fall out. Fell. Fuck.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Fell the fuck out.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, it's back and they're still fucking everything up. Good job, Bethesda.
Yeah.
Originally, Fallout 76 was criticized for not having any non-player characters or NPCs, which was an odd choice for a previously story-driven game that required having NPCs. So what's the next logical step? Add NPCs through everyone's favorite disposable medium, DLC. Perfect, right? Problem fixed. Right? Right?
This is a trap.
Well, clearly not. So
Goddamn right, it's a trap. Turns out via a glitch, these much desired added NPCs can loot your corpse after killing you and steal all your items, such as high-end weapons, ammo, and supplies, and shit that you paid for. And, yeah, they're not supposed to do that. And
Fuck.
you would think, okay, well, I guess I can just go find the NPC, kill him, get my shit back. Nope. You can go find them and kill them, but they don't drop any of your shit. They keep it forever.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds like your kind of thing.
You want me to quit a game? Take away my stuff. I'll be done real quick. But yeah, good job. You finally give people the NPCs that they wanted, and you turn that into something that fucking breaks the game again, just like every patch or update that they implement into the game. It's like, oh, we're gonna put something in there that people will enjoy, and they fuck it up every time. Amazing.
That explains why everyone told me to stay away from it.
At least they're still, after all this time, they're still consistently terrible, you know? They're still on track.
You think they'll platinum in that?
Not gonna be playing that one, I don't think. If I can find it for like $1, I'll consider it.
they have online trophies, and then
Well, the whole thing's online.
Well, then that's it. It's not even worth $1, is it?
You're right. You're very right. Good job, Alec.
I was just saying, Bethesda could probably platinum in that own category right there.
In failing?
Yeah, they did it consistently.
Yeah, they're at the top of their game. I gotta give it to them.
Like X.
Knock, open up the door. It's real.
Speaking of online bullshit, Microsoft Flight Simulator proves that game installs are just going to get bigger and worse.
What the?
And
Okay.
So it's no secret that game installs are getting bigger and bigger as graphic quality increases and game worlds get larger. It's a subject that we've tackled several times before on the podcast. Probably too much. But recent games like Final Fantasy VII Remake clock in at 100 gigabytes to install, and then the obscene Call of Duty Modern Warfare at 175 gigabytes, which is fucking insane. But apparently, that's just the tip of the iceberg in terms of video game data usage. Microsoft Flight Simulator it's 150 gig install before any of the day one and countless additional patches. But on top of that, it's going to require an internet connection to stream an additional 2 petabytes. That's 2 million gigabytes of data through Bing Maps. 2 million gigabytes of data.
What you're saying is you go home, you start to install the flight simulator, then you actually go for a flight, go on a holiday, come back, and it might be downloaded about 10%.
Maybe. Well, and you better have a good fucking internet connection to be able to constantly stream that 2 million gigabytes of data.
Gee.
It's fucking
It doesn't even
ridiculous.
sound like it's...
But yeah, if gaming is headed towards the streaming future anyways, I guess this will just be the norm at some point. But I guess this is the first taste of kind of what that's going to look like.
I suppose you could rename that game to Download Simulator.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool
mean,
what they're doing where, like, you can fly anywhere in the world and it pulls shut the fuck up. And it pulls data from the internet through, I think they're using Bing Maps or something instead of Google Maps because Microsoft, whatever. But like they're pulling real world data from the world to put that into the game and make it as accurate as possible. So you can go to any airport in the world and fly over any sky in the world or whatever. And so that's where all that information comes into play. But like, is it worth it to have to be connected to the internet and deal with that kind of bullshit? Like, look what happened with SimCity. Jesus Christ, that was a fucking nightmare.
That's still going?
I think they actually shut it down because it was such a fucking mess. That game wasn't even playable when it came out because it was just so fucked up with all the... I don't even know what the fuck they were doing. Like, the infrastructure, I guess, that the way that it functioned with connecting to the internet, it just didn't work. And with the demand and the amount of people that were trying to play it and trying to get it streamed out to all the different people, I guess, was too much for the servers. And, like, they couldn't catch up to the demand. So it was just a broken piece of shit game. And I don't think they were ever able to fix it. And when you're trying to stream out 2 million gigabytes of data to multiple people, good luck. We'll see how that goes.
So there won't be a console version of the Flight Simulator then?
Well, that's the thing. Apparently there is.
What?
So...
Really?
It's a simulator for everything.
I don't know how the fuck that's going to work on console.
Is there a fucking take a shit simulator?
Probably.
There probably is.
It's called Project Resistance.
No, the shit was already taken. It's playing in the shit simulator.
Yeah, roll around in shit
Eat the shit simulator, that's what it is.
And Sasha's gone.
Oh, God.
This is how you win me over, guys. Just crack shit.
Hey, it's a podcast. Shit happens every day.
It's what we do.
The waste of time simulator.
No, there's a lot of those. Third story, GameStop continues to push forward amid coronavirus mandated shutdowns.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what have they done now?
They will not die, I guess. Well, they're going to.
They will survive.
No, they won't. GameStop was forced to shut down 1/3 of their stores as mandated by the government, while the remaining stores stayed open, offered curbside pickup. GameStop CEO George Sherman said, quote, "We retained over 90% of our planned sales volumes in the 2/3 of the stores that are conducting curbside operations." The company has now begun the process of opening stores in Italy, Germany, and Austria, while South Carolina and Georgia are preparing to potentially reopen in the coming weeks. Employees of all levels will also be taking temporary pay cuts. CEO George Sherman is taking a reduction of 50%, while CFO Jim Bell and the rest of the executive leadership team will be taking a temporary 30% cut. The board of directors has also reduced cash compensation to directors by 50%, and certain other employees will see their pay temporarily reduced by 10 to 30%. So,
good job.
what the fuck are they doing? They're cutting upwards of 50% of pay to their employees, but they're opening stores in Italy, Germany, and Austria? What the fuck?
Like, what are those? I'm curious. Like, are those stats based on those particular areas, or are there like, is it generalized throughout
The
the
cuts
countries, or
or what?
yeah,
That's company wide.
shit.
So, what the fuck? I don't think they know what they're doing.
Try not to stop.
Oh, wow. But it's in their name. Gotta stop.
Stop buying games, people.
Wow. But yeah,
Yep.
I wonder how much longer they can keep going, especially with the state of things right now. How are they going to get people to stay working when they're cutting pay? Like the places that are open, that are still open right now, I thought by law to some degree had to increase pay, to compensate the people that still have to be out there working. So, and that's already a stressful situation. So how are you going to justify cutting pay and essentially putting people out there in retail at risk for less? What? How the fuck
That's
does
what
that work?
That's what they've started doing at my job. Like, recently they've given us, actually they extended the day for a pay surge, like an extra $2 to $3 on whether or not you're full time or part. And like, they've only recently just started to supply people with the surgical masks and proper work gloves at the door. But there are plenty of other places that take people's temperature when they walk into the doors, or like they'll even take the extra mile and basically send people home if they have a temperature that is suspect possible infection. And places like where I work, I guarantee you, if they said anything about pay cuts, this place would go out of business like in less than a week. It already has a high turnover rate, such as warehouse life. But a business worldwide like GameStop, that doesn't make a lick of like how they're able to anybody.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just the wrong thing to do. For one, they're not essential. So for them to even be open right now, they probably shouldn't even be doing that at all. And if they're going to do it, they're not only not compensating people fairly for, going out and working when they really shouldn't be in this environment, but they're going to pay them less. Fuck, man. GameStop is such a shitty company. The people that are running that are so fucking gross. GameStop just needs to go away, which really sucks. What I hope is that GameStop dies, and then that kind of frees up the physical market for like the mom and pop shops to kind of thrive and do a lot better and maybe grow. And then we can get some quality fucking retail stores for games. That'd be nice. People that actually give a shit. That'd be cool. But who knows? I feel like physical media is going to take a big hit after all this settles, but we'll see. It'll probably just turn into kind of like a collector's market and a like a retro kind of thing, which
God knows
something.
how long it for the economy to build itself after this shit.
Oh God, yeah. I don't want to think about that. This is a video game podcast.
Yeah.
Build video games, not businesses.
Yeah, especially GameStop fuckers. Last story: Super Mario Maker 2 gets a massive and final update, but is it too late? The answer is yes. Spoiler alert. Back in June of last year, Super Mario Maker 2 had an explosive release and saturated the Let's Play space for quite a while. As updates declined, so did the popularity. On release, the game was also missing a lot of content that kind of baffled the community and stilted its potential to keep players coming back. Well, now that the buzz has died down and the player base has dwindled, Nintendo has finally decided to dump a bunch of content into the game. Some of the stuff that they're going to be including is a World Maker mode, all seven Koopalings, a Super Mario 2 mushroom, whatever the fuck that means, the frog suit, the super acorn from Super Mario Bros. U, the boomerang flower, the cannon box, blah, 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 bunch of shit. But now that a lot of the community and like the Let's Players have moved on, like, why? Why is all this content coming in now when everybody's essentially abandoned the game? Like, this is shit that they needed when the community was active and they could appreciate that stuff.
Who are they trying to appeal to?
Right? It seems like they were trying to make this a games as a service kind of a deal, and they were trying to keep people coming over time, and they wanted to kind of slowly release the content as as the life of the game continued to go, I guess. And what it looks like is they're just abandoning that since they don't have the player base that they were expecting to have. They're just like, oh, fuck it, I guess we'll stop it here. We'll release everything that we had and call it a day. Which means there's probably shit that they were going to do that we'll never see, which is kind of disappointing. But this is one of the many reasons turning your games into a games as a service isn't great. You know, if they just had all this additional content out the gate, it would have helped to hold people's attention a lot longer, and the game would have remained in the spotlight for a longer period of time, and it would just give people that bought the game in the first place that much more value. You know, like as you're marketing the game, you can be like, look at all this shit that we have in this game, and get people hyped, get more sales out of, you know, at the launch, rather than trying to drip feed microtransactions and try to get people to continue to play your game over time, and then ending where we are now. Like, trying to drip feed that content essentially burnt out the game. Like, people weren't getting the things that they thought should have been there to begin with, and they didn't get them in time, so they moved on, and now it's too late, and the game is essentially damaged because of that. And if you put all the shit in the game on launch, you could put it on the fucking cartridge, and it'll be in the game instead of fucking digital garbage that'll fade away. I hate digital. Anyways,
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, what? Newsflash, I don't like digital. Surprise everybody. I know it's shocking, but we'll get through this together. I promise. All right, news done. Boom. Did it.
Done. Boom.
Boom.
Yay.
We made it, everybody. Jesus Christ.
We made it.
It's time for some games and stuff. Alec, go.
Yeah, I forgot my... Yeah, it's loading. All right, earlier. So I had to go because the PC blue screened on my ass. So, if Jazz wants to do...
You're breaking the fourth wall.
It's fine.
Shit. Sorry. My microphone just stopped responding for a sec.
Oh, wow.
You weren't supposed to hear
Technical difficulties, everybody.
You weren't supposed to hear me say shit. I don't swear. Is it...
Bullshit.
What are we doing?
You're doing your game while I'm getting my thing loaded.
I don't think she has a game.
I do.
Oh, what? You like me.
I got Bool.
Oh, Bool.
Bool. Blanks of Our Lives. Bool.
Yay.
That's my theme song. Just me saying Bool.
Wow.
So
much effort.
Bullshit. You guys, I don't think Sasha's never played this. Nope. I gotta go back to where I put the rules because I don't remember. Just
I don't remember how to play the game.
Bool is called Blanks of Our Lives. It's a game where everybody gets a quote, not necessarily from Days of Our Lives, but from any machinima that is on the Ward Productions YouTube channel, aka Shaun.
Who?
The word Shaun. The quote includes a blank, which you must fill in. It's not the word blank. I haven't come across that yet. Maybe one day it will be.
Wow.
If you're correct, you get a trophy. If you're wrong, no trophy. If you need help, you can request to have either the name of the video or the character talking. And then you get a lower level trophy. The trophies, they're like the regular trophies on PS4. You know, bronze, silver, gold, platinum.
Platinum.
Sorry.
The lifeline.
Get it right.
No lifeline. If you answer correctly with one hint, you only get a bronze trophy. But if you get it right without hints, you get a silver trophy. You don't lose anything this one if you're wrong.
Yay!
Everybody's got a quote
Only
picked out
your
for them.
pride.
Only your pride. And you get to beat Shaun to the platinum.
Wow.
Actually, you want to beat Alec. Because fuck that guy. Everybody gets a quote, and there's a bonus quote as well. Who wants to go first?
I'll do it.
There you go, Sasha. Finally, somebody
Yay.
who volunteers herself and not someone else. Yeah. So, you're going to get your quote, and you get to tell me what the
She's
blank
still
is.
innocent.
Yay!
Not for long. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here's your quote. You know, I'm really against taking blanks.
Mhm.
I often place it so it sounds like a dirty word or something, but yeah.
You know, I'm really against taking human lives. You're against taking lives, right?
Yeah, there you go. So it's always going to be one word or hyphenate. I'm going to give it to you because it's just lives.
Okay, I
I'm
wasn't
getting-
sure if there were multiple in one
Yeah,
blank,
I didn't-
so
I
I
didn't-
narrowed it down.
I didn't
Just
specify
lives
that.
matter.
I didn't specify that, but I'm giving it to you. You got it. I'm
Yay!
You know, I'm really against taking lives. Little old Leon.
Little Leon.
That's a lie.
Wow. You don't know.
So get yourself a nice bonus. You get a platinum, a silver, not a platinum, a silver
I was gonna
trophy.
say, what the fuck?
I was gonna say silver platinum.
What?
You get yourself a silver trophy, and you get to pick who goes next.
Okay.
You got
Alec.
two options. Alec.
Okay.
You have
Alec,
two
you're
options.
I feel like I got hit by the cane there. I'm like, ow.
Good. Alec, you know the rules. Are you ready?
I'm not sure I could be bleeding, but yeah.
What?
Just hit me with a coin already.
If you're bleeding, we're doing it right. Here's your quote. You're the only person I know who'd attack me with a blank.
Knife.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is wrong.
That was so condescending.
The answer
That
is
wrong.
fart. The answer is fart. You're the only person who would attack me with a fart.
Fuck does he say that?
The way that you
So that
delivered
is-
that threw me off a little bit.
It's from the Man Spider Halloween extravaganza.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And it is when Ball for a Head person throws farts at Parker Peter.
I'm not even sure I've ever heard of that.
Oh,
How dare you?
Yeah, what's man spider?
look at this craphead.
It's like
But speaking of
somebody's got
craphead,
some catching up
Shaun.
to do. Wow.
You got some catching up to do.
Ketchup.
Are you ready? Wow. You ready for your little quote, Shaun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is. Keep her distracted. I'll get my blank. Keep her distracted. I'll get my blank.
I think I know what it's from, but
Nah.
oh shit.
It's not shit.
Damn it. I was so sure.
I mean, the video might be shit, but
And
Fuck,
how I
what is
deliver
it?
the quote
Ah.
is not necessarily how it's delivered. Like I could deliver it in keep her distracted. I'll get my blank. That was my best, Leon.
I need a hint. Fuck.
Do you want the video or the character?
I know what the video is. Give me the character.
Okay.
Wow, I don't know that that's gonna help me.
Well, I mean, if you know the video, you can't. You don't need the hint. You're just risking a silver at this point.
well, he's already asked for it, so
You want the character?
It's Chris, right?
Do you want me to tell you the character? Or do you want to guess the character?
Well, I don't know what the line is though, so it doesn't help me. Fuck, I don't know.
For distracted, I'll get my blank. Do you want the character?
Yeah.
You have a lot of trophies. You can gamble.
Yeah.
It is Wesker.
Oh, I thought it was Chris.
Wesker.
Well, it's the fucking video I thought it was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the line is. God damn. I know the scene. I know the fucking video.
You don't even want. Yeah.
I can't think of what it would be to even guess.
Keep her distracted. I'll get my blank.
Dick.
Oh no! And then she starts choking.
I know. I'll just say gun because I don't know what it is.
Ooh, close. It's taser.
Fuck.
I'll get my taser.
I remember it being something to like help or subdue or something, but I couldn't remember what the fuck it was. Quote
dies
help.
Anyways. For anyone who is not aware, this is from the other Halloween extravaganza, the Residents reunion, where Jill's just attacking Chris for no fucking reason.
There's a reason.
To win. And then to die. Alright, bonus question. Everybody gets the quote. Everybody in turn tells me what they think the blank is. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Alright, here it is. So, everybody's gonna get it. So I'm watching this show last week about this guy named Blank and all these impossible situations. Shaun answers last.
Yeah.
So I'm watching this show last week about this guy named Blank and all these impossible situations.
I know it, so Sasha can go.
I was actually about to say, I'm like, I know exactly what it's from and I know who says it. I just can't remember the name off the top of my head.
Welcome to my world.
Wow.
Fuck.
Okay, I'll go last because I know what it is.
So do I.
I hope you know.
I was referring to the last question. I was so close, but so far.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
So close, but so far.
So far.
God, now I feel like a fucking chump.
No.
I had to watch the video to learn the quote, so.
Hold on, let me go watch it real quick.
No.
Hey, wow, Jazz, how dare you?
Oh man.
Don't you psh me.
Yeah, I feel like an idiot. I seriously can't remember the name.
Do you want to take a guess?
I honestly don't know. Like, I cannot remember anything for the life of me right now.
Is there a hint that you can give?
It's a short
it's
name.
jack shit.
It's a short name.
Wow.
Bob.
Oh, Bob.
Where's your mind at?
Oh man.
I also want to know what the show is. I don't know what it is.
You don't know what the show is?
Is it a number?
God.
Is it a number?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want me to tell you what the show is?
Jesus.
I think
That might help.
if I'm right, the show is 24.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, damn it, that doesn't help me.
Oh no.
I haven't watched 24 yet. I already know the answer.
See, I already know Alec knows the answer, but he only gets a bronze trophy because he's a piece of shit.
Jesus.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was silver, but he took shit on it.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, honestly.
Oh.
Oh.
It is Jack. Jack.
God,
The guy named Jack.
Bower.
Bower.
Wow.
Bower.
Wow.
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 Alec, don't be mad.
wow.
Why would I be mad? You just told me I'm shit.
What?
I said, why would I be mad? You just called me a piece of shit.
Because you blurted out the answer.
That means I
With
love
the
you
word
in
shit.
Wardenese.
Wow.
Right, okay.
Parkernese. That's the
But
game.
it also means get fucked.
Yeah.
Right, well, I finally got my game ready.
All right, let's do it. We're running long. Anyway.
We're gonna.
Yeah, I'm just going to do this. There's no read your comments or yada yada yada. It's just this. So, this new game is called Clue. Who shot Shayla Hill?
Me.
Oh,
Game over.
fuck.
Okay, in this game, I'll read out 3 clues to identify the video game character that killed Shayla Hill. This week...
Sheila Claire.
Whatever. Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
It was Leon.
Final answer.
After the 3 clues, you can all work together on coming up with the 3 guesses to which video game character killed Shayla. However, you can buy up to 2 more clues of the mystery video game character, but it'll cost you an opportunity to guess. So if you buy 1 more clue, you will have only 2 guesses left. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
30%.
So
Yes.
all right. So I did an example. Okay. Clue 1: who killed JFK? Clue 1: he is an electric type mouse. Clue 2:
Pikachu.
yeah, there you go. You got it in straight 1.
Fuck.
Okay, so let's play the game. I'm going to start making jingles again.
Yeah, you
Okay.
lazy fuck.
You fuck.
Hey, wow.
Okay, shut up. Okay, clue 1.
Wow.
She has blonde hair, 17 years old, goes by 3 different names. Clue 2. She was voiced by Amanda Wynn Lee, but also voiced by Heather Morris in the same game. Clue 3. One of these 3 different names, she is called the Holy One.
I know who it is.
It is a Silent Hill thing, and I don't know, so fuck you.
It's Heather Mason.
Yeah.
Correct!
I mean,
That's
it made Shayla silent.
Ah, shut up.
Yeah.
Yes, and now you got it right. You quite quickly. I get to read you how Shayla Hill was murdered.
Sailor Hell.
Sailor
I'm going
Moon
to
was
change your
murdered
name
by
on Discord to that.
Sailor
She
Moon.
notices.
Yes,
Throw it up, dude.
You're
yes.
funny.
So Shayla Hill was murdered in cold blood by Heather Mason. Heather had some anger issues to let out as she just found out she was adopted and her adopted dad was already dead. So Heather found the very next person, this happened to be Shayla, beat the shit out of her with a steel pipe.
Jesus.
Shayla was then stabbed with the knife. While Shayla was still breathing, Heather quickly got a flamethrower to finish her off. When the arresting officer arrested Heather, Heather said, you might die too. Cool.
Sounds like my fan fiction.
Sounds like one of my Japanese animes.
Sounds like my life. Okay, that was the game quite quickly. Hey,
Sounds like church.
Yeah.
good job.
Thanks.
Shaun didn't do anything in the game. Good job.
What?
Oh!
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Wow.
I have my own
I
sound.
mean, that's not entirely true. We played the waiting game right before the podcast.
Get fucked. This has been episode 83, everybody. Thanks
Love
for coming by and listening to my rantings, because that's what you come here for. Question?
I was told there were sandwiches.
Yeah, I wanted sandwiches. Where's the sandwiches?
They're in your ass.
I don't want them anymore.
Too bad. Go eat them. But yeah, thanks for coming by. Be good to each other. Don't be a shithead. Don't be. What's her name? Invader whore slut lady.
Dim.
Don't be that person. Also, please share your thoughts on what you feel about horrible people like her, and ask us questions in the comments so that we can read them on the show. You can also ask them directly to me at Twitter, at the Ward Pro,
At
or
Twitter.
you shut your mouth, or on the contact page at the-ward.com. And if you do want to support us in the things that we do, you can do so at patreon.com/thewordproductions, but do so only if you want to help us out and if you have the means to do so. Have a great
Only
week.
if he wants $20
Yeah.
of meals.
And if you want, you can support us at the insult tier. And I can tell you what a piece of shit you are for not subbing.
Yeah.
There you go. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Teleportation!